everyone and welcome to part 2 of the My Crazy Ex-Boyfriend series. This part is going to be called The Lies. If you haven't seen part 1, I will link it down below and make sure to watch that one first. Well, it doesn't really matter, but still watch that one first and then come back to this one. So James was a pretty compulsive liar. He just did not think of anything. He didn't think of anyone before he said what he wanted to say. He was definitely a massive hypocrite. So let's get right into this. I will tell you about some lies that he has said to me. So he was the type of person that would not let me do anything with the opposite sex. He wouldn't let me like go to parties by myself because he didn't trust me. He thought I was gonna like hook up with some other guy. He didn't let me like talk to any other guys. It was just stupid. So he wouldn't let me do these certain things, but then he would go off and do those things with girls. Like, he would go to parties by himself. He would talk to other girls like I didn't even exist. And this one night, I mentioned it a little bit in my last part, he went to a party by himself. I wasn't invited to it, and he said he wasn't going to go. I told him that I didn't want him to go because he doesn't let me do things by myself. So I said that he can't go because he's not letting me do anything for myself. So I went to this party, and of course Amy was there. If you remember Amy from my last video, she was the girl that he had a crush on. He did tell me that he wasn't going. He definitely wasn't going, and I was at work that night, so I wasn't able to talk to him. That night I finished work at 10 o'clock and I wanted to go to James's house and surprise him. I got home, got changed, got all my stuff in my bag ready and went to his house. And of course he wasn't there. So I went to his house, his mum let me in. I asked where James was and she said he's at a party. And she thought that I knew. I had no idea that he was going to this party. He said he wasn't going. I called him and he said that he's coming home soon. So I watched a movie while I waited for him to come home, and a couple hours later I called him again and he said, I'm coming home now. So I fall asleep hoping that I would wake up and he's there, and I woke up at about 3 AM and he's not there. He didn't answer his phone, so I started just freaking out. I messaged the guy that was hosting the party and he didn't reply till about 7 AM, and he told me that James slept in a tent at his house. I asked him who slept in the tent with him, and he said his best friend, Amy, the girl he has a crush on, and her best friend. So I just went off. I should have left, but I waited till he got home. He acted like nothing even happened, and I went off at him and he made it out to be my fault. I don't understand how it's my fault that he slept in a tent with another girl, and I don't know how it's my fault that he went to a party without even telling me. I don't get it. On to the next thing. This happened about a year before that party even happened. He was in his hometown and I called him up one night and he was at a party. Again with the parties. Nothing good ever happened when we were at parties. Anyway, I was on the phone to him and he said, I asked him who he was with and he said, oh, a couple of guys. But then a couple of girls stole his phone and they were saying to me, like, I don't think they knew that I was his girlfriend. They were saying to me that they were with James and they were like doing stuff. So I hung up the phone because that was a smart idea. So that was another thing. He lied to me about who he was with because he was with girls instead of guys. Oh my god, another thing. This is after we broke up. I went to One Direction with Alex and he called me up one night and he said, if you stayed with me longer, I would have bought you One Direction tickets and we would have gone together. Let me just tell you something. He hated me listening to them. He hated the fact that they made me happy. So he obviously was not going to buy me One Direction tickets. The day before I went with Alex, that was another concert, so I went 2 days in a row. I went with my friend Amy. He told me if I went with Amy, he would break up with me. Like, he threatened to break up with me. So he obviously did not even want me to go to the concert. Why lie? I don't understand why people have to lie to like make themselves look good, and I'm a girl, I'm gonna find out the truth. If you lie to a girl, they will eventually find out the truth, and you better run if you lie to a girl and they find out. I can't remember much else because this relationship did end like 2 years ago, so yeah. I'm sorry that it was very short. I didn't actually realize how short it was gonna be. But still, if you like this video, make sure to give a thumbs up and comment below if you have ever had lies told to you. I want to know. If you want to see more of my videos, make sure to subscribe because that will mean a whole lot to me, and I will see you in my next one. Bye. Also, I want to say something I just forgot. If you want to buy one of these jumpers with this piece alien on it, they are available on my shop and the link will be in the description, and you get a 20% off discount code as well with the code JAZZ20. Okay, that's all. Bye bye.